Seeking English, S.A.T. Workbook, page 371, problem 1, no calculator. It says, if A is a constant, and X and Y are variables, for which value of A does the system of equations have no solution? So what you're trying to do is you're trying to break the system of equations. That's going to be easier to do if you can reduce it to one equation. Reduce it to one equation, how? Well, by getting rid of Y. You can see the A is attached to the X, but the Y it's not attached to the A. So what you're going to need to keep X in the equation because A is attached to it. But you don't need Y for anything, and you do need some kind of a number to help you evaluate X. What you're trying to do here is get one equation that's not an equation, that doesn't work correctly. And ideally, my favorite equations that aren't equations have 0 on one side and something else on the other side. That's the clearest possible indicator that it's broken. So that's what we're going to work for this time. And I know, spoilers, I've seen this problem before, obviously. But you're going to see why I mention this when we get there, I hope. Okay? You may not like making things bigger in order to get rid of them, but sometimes that's the best solution. And I'll show you in this case especially why it's a good solution. You want the y's gone. So you're going to make this 5ax. We've got 35y. This is going to become 5. From there, this is going to become minus 14x. Okay? And that becomes 35y. And that becomes 28. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract the lower equation from the upper equation. 5a, that's an a, x, okay, plus 14x, okay, equals 28. I'm sorry, minus 23. Excuse me, minus 23. Now, if this were 0, and this, because this, we don't know what this is, but we know what this is. So if we could get somehow this to equal 0, that would break the thing. Okay? We're not going to be able to pull any more kind of integer information out of there and move it to the other side. Everything has an x attached to it. So somehow we have to we have to neutralize the x. How would we do that? How would we do that? Well, if this part and this part add up to 0, then that solves the problem. And a little clue here is, you saw this 5ax and this minus 14. It's 14 over 5, minus 14 over 5. One of those is probably the answer, just because, looking up here, I'm not sure where the 10 comes from. And if you can tell me in the comment section where the 10 comes from, I'd be really happy. I can't figure out where it comes from. In the meantime, if I can get this equal to 0, that's a solution, because this already says it's equal to 23. So I do 5ax, okay, plus 14x equals 0. Really? Yeah. Now watch this. If I move the 14x over here, it becomes minus 14x. There. There. If I can get these things to be equal, then that satisfies the 0, and then that breaks this equation. Pretty weird, I know. Watch it again if you need to. At this point, I can get rid of the x's. There, okay? And I can take this 5 and move it over to the other side. Okay? And I have a all by itself equals minus 14 over 5. So if at a equals minus 14 over 5, then this equals 0, then this equation is broken. Minus 14 over 5 should be the correct answer. This is a really confusing problem, I know. If you'd like me to make it even less confusing for you, say so, okay? Say so in the comment section. I'll go over it again. I'll make as many videos as I need for every single problem, if they will help you. Thanks.